Hello guys, in this video I'm going to fully explain to you that I am an absolutely perfect human being. That I am indeed the Lamb. And indeed I say to you, I only tell you what I see. And those things that which I see are the things that which I tell. So no, you can't say that I'm intentionally lying. No. No. We know this because we already know what we see. You already know what you see right now. It's the man on the Shroud of Turin, the one on the Veil of Veronica. Now it doesn't look like it right now because the camera is a bit blurry. But if you were to really meet me in real life, you would see a major uh, parallel between the two entities. Anyways, let me go ahead and go to Chrome. Let me pull up what it is. I'm going to want to show you. We're gonna look up lies. Okay. If it doesn't pull up a bunch of nonsense. Okay. So we're gonna go down till we reach right here. This is another lie. Okay. So, go right here. Let me move this over here quick a minute. So, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna we're gonna look at this lie. So, an intentionally false statement. Okay. None of my statements which you claim to be false are intentionally false statements. I'm not intentionally making a false statement at all. They're simply theories. And anytime you make a theory, it's really unintentional. You're not trying to make a false statement. So really, for one, since we already know the definition of this, which is concluding to be a lie, we already know this. Me making a statement which you consider false, that is unintentional, is not a lie. So just so you know. Alright? Used with reference in a situation involving deception or founded on a mistaken impression. So I'm trying to deceive you. Or alright, so I'm trying to deceive everyone to make everybody believe that I'm a liar, that I'm Satan. And what makes you come to this conclusion? Well, you see, you're alright, look, I need you. We're going to read this right here. All their married life, she had been living a lie. So, this is basically claiming that somebody is living a lie. So, yeah, so what if somebody was telling me that I'm living a lie, I'm not Jesus Christ? I'm telling you something that I really don't see. I'm out of my mind. I'm confused and lost. I don't know, but because if you listen to the way my voice sounds, I sound pretty sane to you, don't I? Because if I can go on the internet and post things that you can't argue with, because the only argument you can ever come up with is that I'm confused and lost and have ADHD and have all this and all that. That's all you can come up with, and you can't even argue with anything I have to say. I'm sorry, but I'm not living a lie. I'm not. So, I'm not. So, yeah. So, so to tell a lie or lies, okay, whatever, okay. So this says to lie, alright, get yourself into or out of a situation by lying. Alright, here's an example. You lied your way on this voyage by implying you were an experienced sailor. Okay, so this is the stuff that I don't do. For one, I would never say any that I would never make myself anything that I'm not. I would never do that. For two, if I'm really intentionally going to make myself somebody that I'm not, I would have already entered into this world and deceived almost the majority of the people on purpose. But the thing is, you don't know what's going on inside of a person's mind. For all you know, I might not be trying to deceive anyone. Yet, this is what you believe, that I'm just trying to deceive everyone. Although, it's really just unintentional. I'm not even trying to deceive anyone, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Alright, of a thing, present or false impression be deceptive. The camera cannot lie. Okay? Alright, here we go. The camera cannot lie. So, in another way, if you saying that a camera cannot lie on a table, that's a lie. But if you say that a camera cannot lie, that what the camera sees is true, and that it's there, then the camera does not lie. So we know this. But I don't say or do anything like this. I don't do that. Have I ever, in my videos, ever did any of this right here? Any of this? Any of it? Tell me one time that I did any of this. Any of it. Huh? Tell me. If you're really so smart, if you're really an intelligent human being, tell me one time that I've done this right here. That I've ever lied to somebody's face intentionally and trying to deceive people by believing in something that is not. Have I ever done that once in my video? Ever? Have I not been real with you? Have I not? Okay. It's enough of that. So, well, let's say, well, I know that I haven't committed adultery because obviously I'm a virgin. I've never had sex. And if I did, I would have a wife right now. Obviously, I don't have a wife because you don't see a wife sitting in my bedroom with me, so I don't have a wife. If I have a if I was to go to somebody else's wife and I were to rape her, well, that would mean that I'm an adulterer, that I stole a man's wife. Because once you let that seed go, it's already too late. You've already committed adultery. But once you start seeing in your heart what you know you're about to do, that's what you create in your heart. And is that a lie or is that the truth? Okay, so if I'm truly not Jesus Christ, let me explain this to you. Let's say that I'm tired, that that I'm not feeling good, or I'm weak, or my mental, I'm having a lot of stress. Like, what if I say something that's not true? What if I say that? What if I say something that's not true? Well, we already know that it's unintentional because I obviously didn't mean to do it because it slipped. If I did do that, it would be a lie. Okay, it would be a lie. It's not a lie if it's not unintentional. Alright, so let's look up violence. Have I ever did violence? Okay, so well, I need you to understand something. What I need you to understand is that behavior involving physical force intended to hurt, damage, or kill someone or something for for this for this for this pair or whatever you want to call it to fit in with the Bible, you have to leave out hurt or damage. Because that's not in the Bible. Either you murder somebody or you don't. That's just how it is. If you don't murder somebody, you obviously haven't broken any commandments. Obviously. Or you haven't. Or hurting or damaging somebody is not a sin, according to the Bible. We know this because we don't read it in there. So that leaves out one thing. When you kill somebody, it's violence. So does that make sense? Or does it not? So I need you to tell me one single verse where hurt or damage applies to murder. So nothing in the Ten Commandments is metaphoric. You cannot say that if somebody murders, that they're murdering your faith. No. Everything that is literal and then has more meaning than what you think it does. And obviously, if you try to say that somebody murdered your faith, that's not what that's talking about. You see, what it means by murder, it means by killing somebody. Never does the Bible ever say that murdering somebody is murdering their faith. Ever. Never does it ever say that. And if you can give me a verse and put it in the description below and tell me that murder is when you murder somebody's faith according to the Bible, does the Bible say that? Give me a verse where it says that at, because I don't remember ever reading or hearing anybody say or hearing anybody tell people or anything about that being true, because it's just not what it means. It's not. I'm telling you. Alright. Strength of emotion or an unpleasant or destructive natural force. So, strength of emotion. So basically, this is saying that the violence of your feelings. Okay, so if your feelings are bad, is that a sin according to the Bible? No, it's not. Because whatever you read in that Bible is what you go by. If you try to add or take away from the scriptures, then you shall be taken away anything that should be given to you in the end. That is how the whole thing works. Now, the unlawful exercise of physical force or intimidation by the exhibition of such force. So, it's not a murder until you murder somebody. But once you create a murder in your heart, you have to really and intentionally try to murder somebody. You don't just say somebody's a murderer in their heart unless they actually want to murder somebody. Otherwise, you obviously don't know what you're talking about. You really don't. So, I can't express this enough. This is what I wanted to express to you. Okay, so, let's say stealing. What is stealing? What is stealing? Take another person's property without permission or legal right and without intending to return it. So, this is also what I want you to see. See, I will tell you all the times that I have taken something and still returned it to the rightful owner. So, let's say, okay, so one time I've taken a Game Boy out of my mom's stash, and I took it without permission. But you see, it's only stealing when you don't return it. You take it and you don't return it. When you return it, it's considered borrowing. Even though without permission, you still took it. But it doesn't matter. If you return it, you obviously borrowed it. You borrowed it without permission. So, that's what I need you to understand. So, legal rights. So, I had a legal right to take that Game Boy. No one else wanted to play it. It was lonely and scared. So, I got it out and started playing it like the boy I was, because I wanted to have a little bit of fun. And I did. It was fun. So, yeah, but I returned it. I've had a few gaming systems I tore up. But I tore a Game Boy up. It was like a green one, but it was mine. I had it like it was mine. My mom said it was my brother's. It kind of hurt my heart because I thought she was giving it to me. The game broke because I plugged the Game Boy Color into the wall and it messed up the game. So I felt really bad. So I took apart the whole Game Boy just to get the game back. I loved the game. It was awesome. It hurt my heart so bad. It was an awesome game. That's the thing. Gaming is my passion, and a lot of other things is my passion. So, yeah. So yeah. Thieves stole her bicycle. So, thieves don't return things. That's what I need you to understand. Anytime a thief is a thief, they go and they take and they never return it. That's what that is. Okay? They never return it. Okay? So, yeah. So we already know that I've never actually stolen anything. Ever. Now you know that. So what else did I not do? Let's look up the 10 Commandments. So if you don't murder your neighbor, if you don't steal from your neighbor, if you don't hate your neighbor, then you obviously love them. Even though you can scream at them and raise hell with them, at them, you can still love them. It doesn't matter what you do, you can still love that person. You may not talk to them, you may be a little wishy-washy, but wishy-washy is not a sin. Okay? It's not a sin. You don't have to talk to somebody to love them. Okay? You can love, but you can't steal people's stuff, thieve from them, lie to them, and bring all the Ten Commandments towards them and say that you love them, because that's not love. Bible directly states when you break the Ten Commandments, you hate God and you hate other people. That's just how it is. Anytime you break the commandments, you are a sinner and you are an abominator of God. So please tell me, am I really the Antichrist? Am I really the Antichrist? I need you to make a very careful decision, because I don't think you know what you're talking about. I don't think you do. So if you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section below. I really enjoyed talking to you, so yeah. Anyways, bye bye.